Hi, welcome back. Today we will be covering steps 51 to 60 in this video. Let's proceed with step 51, shall we? In this step, we're going to be adding legend element to our field set for users to know for what question those options need to be selected. Legend acts as a caption for the content in a field set element to give context about what's going on in that part of the form. So add the text with the question like, is your cat an indoor or outdoor cat? Then the users will select one of the radio buttons which matches with their cat personality. Step 52. What if you have few more questions to ask to your cat-loving users? You just add another field set for a new question. Let's add another field set element below the current field set element. Step 53. So our next question to the cat-loving users is, what's your cat's personality? To mention our question, add a legend element with our question as text within this field set element. Step 54. We could have used radio buttons as input for this question too, but what if your cat has multiple personality disorder? In that case, we need to use checkbox as our input element type because checkboxes allow users to selection more than one option. We will be allowing our users to select their cat's multiple personalities in this form. So the first cat personality popularly approved by cat lovers is loving. So let's add our first input with the type attribute set to checkbox and give it the option as loving. Don't forget to give a space before the loving word. Step 55. Let's add an ID attribute with the value set as loving to the checkbox input. Step 56. There's another way to associate an input element's text with the element itself. We can nest the text within a label element and add a for attribute with the same value as the input element's ID attribute. Let's associate our text loving by nesting only the word loving in a label element and giving it its respective for attribute which is same as ID, and that's loving again. Step 57. Now let's add the name attribute to our checkbox input element with the value set as personality. You won't notice the word personality with the checkboxes in the browser, but adding the name attribute to the input element makes it easier for a server to process our web form, especially when there are multiple checkboxes. We don't want our browser to get confused, do we? Step 58. Now let's add few more personalities checkboxes. We can't just let only one personality to exist. There gotta be few more. So next personality we're gonna be adding is lazy. That's a very important option. So let's not stress typing it all over again. We gotta do some smart work by copy-pasting first input element and change all the loving words to lazy. Just don't forget to make the first letter of option as uppercase. Now go on. You can select both options as cats can be both lazy and loving at the same time. Step 59. Let's add third cat personality with the same copy-paste smart work. Third cat personality would be energetic. If your cat is almost omnipotent and can be found anywhere and everywhere at any point of time, then you can choose energetic option. Step 60. Like radio buttons, form data for selected checkboxes are name or value attribute pairs. While value attribute is optional, it's best practice to include it with any checkboxes or radio buttons on the page. Let's add value attribute to the input element of second question. The value attributes have same values as its respective ID attribute. By the power of Grayskull, huh? Don't think of it as satanic thing or something. It's just a catchphrase from the 80s animated series He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. By the way, it would be ironic to choose both lazy and energetic, but go on. Who's stopping you? Well, anyway, we're done for today with steps 51 to 60. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for upcoming steps video. I'll catch you in the next one.